awful tragedy in Spain where a couple Guardia Civil officers, this would be like the Coast Guard. Guardia Civil is kind of like a semi-military force, and not quite police, but more, yeah, it would be closer to the Coast Guard in this case. So the Guardia Civil officers were trying to stop drug dealers in Cádiz, in the coast of Spain. Now, these guys were operating with complete impunity, no concerns whatsoever. Look at the boats that they had, that they were working with. 1, 2, 3 boats, 3 engines on each one of these. So imagine how fast these things go. And because of the storm, they were just waiting out there in the coast. They were just waiting right next to the port. And soon enough, these are the guys that are moving quickly, bringing in drugs. And the Coast Guard, the Guardia Civil, has no elements. I mean, they do have elements. They don't have. This is the worst thing. The tragedy of this is it's not as if they don't have the elements. They don't have the political support to do their job. And this is what really pisses me off, which is because they did not have the support to do their job, this is what ends up happening. They just ran over them with their boat. The drug dealers just ran over the much smaller boat of the Guardia Civil, because instead of actually going with a proper ship, or even instead of actually doing what they were supposed to do, which is stop the threat to their lives once they saw that they were rushing towards them, they did not have the political support to open fire on them up until the moment in which it was too late. And because of this, claimed 2 lives of Guardia Civil officers. They should have been able to give the order to stop those engines from the coast. They should have been able to stop the threat the moment that they saw that they were not obeying the commands. They're drug dealers. What are you waiting for? But because they lack that political support from the left-wing government in Spain, and anything that is related to police, to Coast Guard, to Guardia Civil, anything that comes from the authority, that's all far right. That is all fascist. So they're not able to do their job, and they end up paying for that with their lives. They get ran over, and 2 officers end up losing their lives. And you know what's even worse? From the coast, the people filming this were cheering on the drug dealers. They hit them and they scream, they yell cowards to the survivors in the boat that were moving away from the drug dealers, running over them yet again. Right? That's the thing. This is why I talk about politics so much in a channel about survival and preparedness. This shapes the society you're in. This gives the tools or not for law enforcement to do their job. In this case, clearly it does not. They don't have the confidence to use the tools that they have available so as to stop the threats. They don't have the right equipment. And even if they have the right equipment, they don't have the support from their superiors to use the tools in the way they're supposed to. And because of all of this, it pregnates into society itself to the point where the bad guys are the Guardia Civil, the cops, the law enforcement. Those are all far rights. And the cool guys, the ones that are doing it right, those are the drug dealers. And that's what society ends up thinking once you have politicians in government that spread that message, either directly or indirectly. But that's the attitude they have towards law and order and this brutal, barbaric act that you see here by the worst of the worst of society, which is drug dealers. And the crowd, the average mass of the people standing there cheering them on as if they're fucking heroes. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be all for now. Prepare seriously, because it is so hard to stay positive when you see crap like that. Because you know what? You know that it's not something isolated. This is more and more the way of the world. We are in an upside down world right now, where right is wrong and wrong is right, where the insanity, the crazy is more of the norm. And if you're someone with common sense that appreciates law, civil behavior, doing the right thing, you're just too old school, or you're just too far right to be cool anymore. And this is not something that we'll just get away with. The price will be paid eventually, and it's not going to be pretty. See you on the next video. Take care.